What can we do in terms of choices to encourage our children to move this way on the maturity spectrum so that they can maximize their self-control? And the strategy that I like to use is give 2 choices. Always give your kids 2 choices. Now you can give them more, but that tends to complicate things. So why do I pick 2? I think 2 is a really clear dichotomy that helps to set up what we're trying to accomplish here. You want to make sure that you as a parent are okay with both choices. Not one of them, both of them. Why? Because if you give your kids 2 choices, you're okay with one, you're not okay with the other one, which one are they going to pick? They have this uncanny ability to focus in on the thing that maybe you didn't want them to do. So we're going to avoid that altogether by giving them 2 choices. You're okay with both of them, and you control one of them. You control one of them. That choice becomes the default choice. You see where we're going with this? Because if they choose not to choose, which one did they choose? Well, the one that you control. That one is default. So we're eliminating the possibility that they're going to choose door number 3 and just try to bypass your whole system. There's always a default, and you control that one. Now, going back to our model, what we're trying to do is show our children that the best possible outcomes for them have to do with their exercise of self-control. They don't really want to pick the one that you control. So let me give you an example. You've got a teenage daughter whose room looks like a hurricane came through. All right? So you approach her with 2 choices. You're okay with either one. Sweetie, you can clean your room yourself by 6 o'clock to my satisfaction. I always like to add that. Put a timeline on it and a criterion. Okay, by 6 o'clock to my satisfaction. Or, here's the other choice. I'd be happy to clean it for you if you'd rather. Now, do you see that I'm smiling a little bit? I've raised my eyebrows just a touch. This sends a message to you, doesn't it? That somehow I know something that maybe you ought to be thinking about right now. Yeah, think versus fight. We want our kids thinking, not fighting. And I want her to take self-control. But I've offered a second choice where I will control some things about the outcome. She's not going to like that as well. Because if I clean her room, she might have a hard time finding her stuff in the future because I'm going to clean it up really well, right? Or she might not like the way I put things away because she's used to finding things in a certain place. You get where I'm going with this. So, sweetie, you can clean the room by yourself, on your own, by 6 o'clock to my satisfaction. Or, I'd be happy to clean it for you. Either way is okay with me. Now I'm out as a parent. She gets to think about, wait a minute, do I want to take this control myself? Or am I going to wait for Dad to take the control for me, which leaves her much less control and less favorable outcomes? In this way, our kids learn that taking a higher level of self-control actually results in much more favorable outcomes for them. And this is the training that helps them to apply that in all aspects of life, not just cleaning their room.
Even I don't hear as the matter they go. I beg. I know say it's not easy to be parent. No be everybody sabi this thing. And as I dey talk and they know they graduate too. As person not they graduate for marriage. Now you not they graduate to train pikin. So you self cool your body, calm down, play with your pikin. And not say play so where you go can't lose respect. But at the same time, play. Let that pikin dey free with you. When we say nothing when they worry am, he go find you come. He go tell you because you know say your ears don't dey for ground. Won't hear waiting in the talk.